We can't always get what we want. So you try your best, and then you learn to be happy with what you get. That's the secret to happiness.
Disappointment shapes all of our lives, right? And there's different types of disappointment. One of my friends, for example, his mom sacrificed a lot in order for him to become a doctor, but he just couldn't become one. And because of this, she became very disappointed with him. She continues to express it. And for him, that's super hurtful.
Here's a fundamental issue. Parents have certain expectations of their children. Whether the children are young or old, they all have expectations. And hoping the children will fulfill the parents' expectations. And that is the recipe for disaster. And then when the parents have such expectations, they're prepared to make investments or sacrifices, and that compounds the pressure on the children, and which makes the problem worse if they don't get what they want.
So what does the child do? What do you do with a mother who just can't love you for the way you are?
First of all, let's be real. There's nothing wrong with having expectations. Disappointments is part of life. It's how people handle disappointments that makes a difference.
Is there anything to give them to help them handle that disappointment?
Very simple. Don't be so stuck on getting what you want. That's how life is. We can't always get what we want. So what makes life interesting to me is that you try your best, and then you learn to be happy with what you get. That's the secret to happiness. Okay? If you dwell on not getting what you want, then you'll be unhappy and you'll be disappointed. And it makes your life miserable and makes the lives of the people around you miserable as well. So it's about learning that, first of all, there's nothing wrong with having expectations, even unreasonable expectations. That's normal. Okay. However, the way we handle disappointments or failures and not getting what we want could be improved. Okay. Accept the fact that it's not always the way we want, and be happy with what we get.
Master, what does my friend do? He's hurt by his mother. How does he recover from this?
Accept that the fact that it's your mom. Your mom is entitled to hurt you. Okay? And so therefore, very simply put, you learn to recover from the hurt more quickly. That's all. She will keep on hurting you and will help you develop the skill to recover quicker. Okay?
How?
Meditation.
Is it possible to give her some insight, even though we're the child? To say, Mom, you're hurting me.
The premise of your question is that, can I change my mom?
Yes.
And that's a wrong premise. From a Buddhist perspective, from my Buddhist perspective, I don't try to change you because you didn't ask me.
Let's say I'm the parent and I recognize this behavior in myself. And, I say these hurtful things to the person I love, but every time I do it, I'm caught in this feeling. I just have to do it. I just have to release.
Yeah.
What do I do to stop this cycle?
In general, when we have such impulses to release our frustration or anger like that, it's very important for us to accept the fact that we created the damages. The foundation is that it's not okay to hurt anyone for any reason on purpose. Okay? And so if we hurt someone on purpose, we need to take corrective actions. We need to apologize, need to repent, need to do something to prevent that from happening again. And this is the foundation of happiness. The reason that adults like us are unhappy because we lack the foundation of happiness. Okay? It's impossible for us to be happy if our happiness is built upon someone else's misery. It doesn't work.